move it out like so, right? And move them over here. Get them all lined up with your hive tool, which is kind of like, it's kind of sharp, so you can scrape the populace, which is what the bees produce to kind of seal everything together. And you just move the hive like so. So what I do every 10 days or so is I'll pop the top off. I'll break one of the frames loose like so. Grab my little grabber. Moving slowly, I'll learn that lesson. Because the bees will teach you. Okay? Just move slowly, and then it's buzzing around, and there will be thousands. It's unnerving. I mean, at first, when I first started, I could feel the adrenaline coursing through. It took me a while to kind of calm down. And again, I'm almost too comfortable around them now. I almost need to get stung again just to realize, okay, you need to be careful with these. And I look to make sure that they're capping off the comb where it needs to be capped. That it's all symmetrical. I look for the standard health of the bees. The mites will go in there and they'll change how their wings form and stuff like that, so to make sure they're healthy. And there's ways to treat them. If not, I'll look for the hive beetles, which are like the bane of my existence right now. And then I put it back.
And so when you say just try to identify like the status of their health, is it pretty easy to analyze, or is there something that, do you recommend a certain book or something that we need to make sure that we are well informed of what to look for?
Sure. So there are good books. One of the things, I'll forward it to everybody that's here if you want, is one of the first things what I did is I just went to the library. There's a book, and I should have written the title down, but it's kind of almost like the Bible of beekeeping. It was written almost last century. I mean, it's a long time ago, but it's really, really good, basic, no joke. This is what you need to look for, kind of information. And but you're just looking for the health of them. I mean, they survive on their own. So it's not like us, or if we have a dog or a cat, you need to make sure. You have to take care of them, but they can live on their own too. It's really cool. So my bees, I'm raising them basically just to help with my garden. I'm hoping to get honey, but that's not really my goal, because that's a lot of work. I mean, that's the other side. If you're doing it for honey, then there's a whole back end logistics piece that you need to look at. How am I going to get the honey out of the comb? And, what they call the extractors and stuff like this.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm hoping that if we get
We'll
things
take it
going.
one step at a time.
Yeah, keep going with Seminole County. That if we get a group of people, we could all
Public
invest
extractor.
What's
And
that?
get a public extractor
Yeah,
that
get a public
everybody
extractor,
uses.
say,
Yeah.
Was it St. Matthews? St.
Yeah.
Matthews is coming on Thursday with all these frames of honey. They're gonna, and use the extractor. That's what I'm hoping happens. But So for the $500, I'll get back to that real quick. I got the hive, 10 frames for the brood box, 10 frames for what they call the half super, which is half as big as this excluder. And what this is the queen can't fit through here. The queen of the drones can't fit through here. So you put this on top, like so. And then you put the other box with the half super on top. The workers will go up there, and they hate empty space. They'll go up there and they'll fill it, and they'll put honey in there because they don't know any different. Then you almost have pure honeycomb with honey on the top, and that's the part you would extract your honey from, and everything else is down below. And since we don't really have a winter down here, up north they'll have 2 or 3 supers because the bees will eat that through the winter. But here, it's they're relatively self-sustaining.
So with, I'm sorry, the terminology is escaping me, but where they live and the crate, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you check to see the health of it, and they fill that up with honey as well, or?
Yeah.
So do you have to clean it, or
No,
you
they
leave
clean it on their own.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I should have brought one of those. I might have one. This is a half super, and it actually came out of a hive. That's how clean they keep it.
Wow.
All right. Wow. Yeah, that's They'll go in there and they'll clean everything. And that's one of the things we look for the queen, is to make sure that the hive actually is hygienic. And as I went out and worked mine, you know, I'll see piles of, call it schmutz, you know, schmutz laying around on the ground. That's a good sign. That means the bees are in there and they're cleaning and making sure everything's nice and sustainable. So they're very clean, and yeah, they're just amazing critters. They're amazing critters.
Well, thank you, this is fascinating.
Yeah.
Oh, you should mention that flower, that's the second largest source of nectar for the Biden's alba.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a weed. It's
It's a
called
weed.
But it's really
yeah, the
valuable.
Albus bida, yeah. So
Yeah, tons of
you've
those
seen it.
bees in
Spanish
my
needle, I
backyard.
guarantee you've seen it. It's a little white flower. It'll grow anywhere from like, what, a foot to about 4 or 5 feet tall. It's got lanceolate leaves, I guess it would be. I'm looking around here for it. It's not blooming right now.
Little strawberry, you know, the flowers on strawberries, it's very similar.
Yeah, it's a pretty plant actually, but people consider it a weed, but it's one of the biggest.
It's very invasive too.
Oh, yeah.
About the equipment, do people sell it as a kit, something like that?
Yeah, so I mean, you can go online. There's D&J Apiary. They're over in west of town. I want to say they're in Osteen.
Right.
That'll sell stuff to you,
Okay.
and they're good. I mean, if they won't deliver it. That's one of the challenges I have with the Orange Blossom folks. They'll bring it down to the Orange Blossom Beekeepers meeting, which is the third Thursday of every month. The problem is, you know, again, I can't go down there. So I go online, I find the best prices. But, you know, if you guys contact me or whoever, I'll point you in the right direction. 'Cause that's what I'm learning now. I mean, I got a guy coming in Saturday. He's going to help me with the hive I've got because it's not producing like I thought it would. He's going to bring a queen down, and we're going to get it all going.
All right.
So the bees will cost you $50 to $75,
All right.
and then it's just kind of this stuff.
Okay.
But once you have the sunk cost, it's pretty much sustainable.
Just
Great.
a quick question, and then if we need to. So what we have now, obviously they do like a 3-mile radius. Do we need to plant any additional wildflowers or things like that, weeds, as if you guys were talking about, or would they be good to go?
They'd be good here
And just, yeah.
because it's not like they're going to stay on your property.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right.
So I mean, they're going to go over where they find the nectar.
And then come on back.
Oh yeah. But I mean, they will be all over those. They'll be all over those sunflowers. They'll be all over your pepper plants. I mean, I've got peppers and sweet potatoes growing. Not sweet potatoes. I guess don't really matter until they flower. But yeah, I mean, they're nice.
Well, thank
And I've
you,
noticed a change.
thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Thank
Sure.
you.
Yeah, very good. Thank you.